Hey everybody, what's going on? Real quick before I get started, I want to say congratulations to yesterday's winners. You are now entered into the giveaway for the $100 Google Play or iTunes gift card. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to link up there for the video with the details. You can go check that out real quick, come back here and get entered. You can enter more than once, just keep that in mind. So if you want to turn on notifications and show it back up every day and get in, you can. And I'm also doing a giveaway on Twitch. Check out my link and head over there for some details. But let's go ahead and get into what we're doing. I'm going to start a little series here, and I'm going to bring someone on, because I know that a lot of the raid guys are playing different games these days, right? We're all bouncing around and doing different things, and I get a lot of questions, and I know that the other guys do too, about what other games are there out there? What else would we suggest playing? So what I want to do is I want to bring someone on and have them talk about a game that they're playing that maybe you guys don't know about, or maybe you haven't even heard of. So you can see this game behind me right now is called Dragon Raja. It looks insane. And my buddy PettyParade, who is a fellow YouTuber, he's been playing this one and putting out a lot of content for it. So I wanted to bring him on and give him an opportunity to tell you guys about it, so that if you want to, you can head over to his channel and check it out. So without further ado, I reckon let's just go ahead and get to the interview. So we're here with PettyParade, who is playing Dragon Raja a lot these days. Am I saying that right? Is it Dragon Raja?
I mean, that's the way I've been pronouncing it, so if you're wrong, we're both wrong.
Okay. I always look at it and wonder if it's Dragon Raja, but we'll go with Raja. So
it's out of Korea, so I think we can make a solid guess that they're not rolling the R's. I think we're okay.
Okay, that's fair. So one of the things I've noticed about this game is that I'm blown away that it's a mobile game. It looks insane to be played on a phone.
It is super, super pretty. This is one of the first games, at least that I've seen, that is built using the Unreal Engine. And like, you can tell, like, you walk past water puddles in this game and you see the perfect reflection coming off it and everything. So, I mean, they put a lot of detail into making this pretty, and it definitely shows up. We're playing it on BlueStacks right now. It actually looks like a lot better on your phone.
Does it really?
Where it's actually optimized, it's actually pretty sick. I do like playing it on my phone a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, it looks. I'm excited for you to bounce around a little bit and show off some parts of the game, because every time I see it, I feel like it has to be a Steam game. It's just crazy to me that this came out on a phone. So,
Yeah.
what is it about this game that pulled you in?
So I had about like a year and a half ago, I tried another game that was an early rendition of them trying to do mobile MMOs on phones. And it was a very flat feeling game. And the same people that I played that game with hit me up about a month ago and said, "Hey, we're getting into the beta for this. Would you like to come play this with us?" And I was like, yeah, no, that sounds like the plan. And we've just been in the thick of it since.
Okay, and it doesn't fall off. Like, is there content? Is there good in-game content? Does it feel like there's a lot of things to do, or like?
So they time gate this a little bit. My server level, which is the first server, so no one's server is higher level than this yet, just hit 81. So when you get past the server level, your XP is reduced. So none of us have really reached the end game. We're still into the first month of this game. So I will say that there is more than enough here to keep you very entertained. Just the story stuff alone is absolutely insane. Like, it's good enough that you're like, there's a book series that this is based on, and I find myself trying to go buy those books now, because the world that they build for you while they're going through the game is impressive. It's definitely almost at an anime level.
Really? I didn't know there was a story already. I didn't know there were books.
Yeah. There's a 5-book series that all of this is based off of, and I don't want to get too much into the story because the story is great. I've done like almost 30 videos for the game so far, and I've made a point of putting no spoiler things or anything like that in any of my videos, because it really is a great story.
Okay.
It's caught me off guard time and time again.
Yeah. So is it a summoner, or how do you acquire characters to build?
So there's 4 classes out right now. You play one of those classes. The ally system, this is essentially the one of the kind of gacha games they've got in this. There's a few gacha mechanics throughout the game, and everything you do in the game adds to your power. Like even your professions and stuff. end up making you stronger. So, real quick for all of our gacha people, you get these allies, and you're able to equip them, and essentially they'll pop out and help you out in a battle, kind of like Capcom versus Marvel style.
Okay.
They just randomly pop out and start doing stuff. And some of them are super, super disgusting, like this dude who just gives you 10k in buffs and you just start destroying the world.
Wow.
So the gacha stuff it's weaved in there pretty good. But it's definitely not like a full, like, raid style gacha game.
Okay.
So real quick, let's just go fight some random things so I can show a couple of the skills off on my boy.
All right.
It's definitely an interesting class in how they do all of the heroes. So I am a mage that turns into a rogue. For those of you just wanting to put all the broken things together, there is auto combat. I can actually turn that on and let it do its thing while I ramble about the game.
Nice.
So the other DPS class that's just pure DPS is Gunslinger. You run around, just pew, 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 and blow stuff up. There's a Blade Master class, which is either crazy DPS or crazy tank. And then a healing class that does a bunch of damage and also heals and debuffs and buffs. And you don't want to fight them in PvP by yourself. Like, it's usually like, oh, there's a healer over there. Let's go get him. No. No, you run that way.
And you can choose your class at the beginning? Like, do you have access to everything?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just asking if you have access to every class at the beginning, or you unlock them as you go. How does that work?
So there's 4 classes right now. In the Chinese version of the game, they have 6 currently. There's going to be a fighter class and a scythe class coming out eventually. They haven't announced any timelines on that. But yeah, when you start your character, you get to pick one of 4 classes. The character customization is actually insane. So actually, let me show that real quick because
so there's actually you can actually customize your champions in this one, huh?
It's one of these ones where you could spend. Oh, I didn't close it out of BlueStacks entirely, did I?
Man, those skins are so cool, man.
They're a little ridiculous. So we got the character creation here. You can make any one of the 4 classes. There's no deleting characters as of right now, so you kind of want to make sure you take your time and make one that you like.
Okay.
Because they have yet to drop that feature for us. We've got the 3 fabled races, or genders, of course. We've got, male, female, and then Lolita, because Asia.
Right.
That's all I can say to that. I kind of ignore that that's in the game when I'm doing all of my stuff, like da 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 da. But yeah, you're able to go into a crazy amount of detail when you actually go to start making your character. It's laid out a little confusing. Like for a good little while, I thought like, oh, we just don't get hair, like we don't get to choose that, because that's none of the options here. No, they hide it under all for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it makes you work for it a little bit, but just the amount of depth that the character creation has, I can't spend 6 hours in something like that. Right.
And is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that you can have 4 different setups on someone?
Yeah, these essentially are just like different pre-made like costumes, I want to say.
Okay.
Or like different things that they use just so that you can see what the character looks like. If we go back to all and then cycle through those, you'll be able to see the entire costume.
Okay.
They also have a bunch of pre-made stuff, which just makes life a whole lot easier. I am definitely a pre-made person.
All right. See, I'll sit here. I will sit here for 6 hours making a character. I'm really particular about that.
Respect to you, because the second I start like moving the position of an eye, I feel like I'm making something that crawled out of a swamp. I'm just like, right. Oh god, no.
I made a character for myself in Fallout New Vegas, I don't know, a decade ago, that looked so much like me it was weird. It looked more like me than if I'd like face scanned myself into the game. It was so odd, but I probably spent a full day doing it.
I was about to say, that's amazing right there, because I tried to do that in one of the first Mass Effects game, and then like an hour later, I'm like, fuck it, we're making a crackhead. Cracky about to save the universe for the rock, y'all.
All right, so I'm going to ask everybody this question about whatever game it is they're talking about. What do you get out of this game that you didn't get out of Raid? Why this and not Raid?
So this, I get a much more satisfying PvP, like, fighting against somebody else feeling than Raid. Being able to play something like this on keyboard and mouse against people playing on their phones also gives me a better chance to bully them in arena, and that makes me very happy in life.
Okay.
And it still has a lot of the same stuff, like, so Guild Wars and everything in this is essentially you going up against members from the other guild that you're fighting. So it's just a one-on-one against their AI, which if they're all Blade Masters, just quit.
Right.
Just quit.
Okay.
Just quit.
I can't get over what this game looks like. That is absolutely insane. That's got to be the best looking mobile game I've ever seen.
I'd have to give it to them. And the story stuff, they have lots of cutscenes and everything, and there are lots of really crazy stuff. The way that they build like powers and everything like that in this game is also a little broken. Like, people are being infused with dragon bloods. Dragons used to be a whole big old problem. Now the dragon infused people are trying to stop that from happening again. They also have their own weird little societies. You're kind of beefing with the Japan division of your people, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to figure out a way to make time to try this one. You've been telling me about it for a while, and it's not for lack of interest. It's just a timing issue. But I may have to force some time into the schedule. Right back at you with
7 Deadly Sins and Calibria. Both of those games have been an absolute blast. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like getting to play them twice a week.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, I'm gonna have to hop in on this. So, yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. I think you've definitely made a good case for the game. You've convinced me. So I'm definitely going to be checking it out. If anybody wants to check this game out, I'm going to link Petty's channel in my description. PettyParade on YouTube. So go over there, check it out, and show him some love. You want to say anything before we wrap it up, man?
No, that does it, brother. Thank you so much for having me on. I've been hanging out with streams and everything for a hot minute. You're a good dude, and I appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate you, man. Everybody have a good one.
People.